Okay, this is going to be awkward for half a second, half a minute. Let's see if we're actually live. Uh, let's see. Did it show up yet? Did it show up yet? Alright, I already made the post on Instagram. I'm not taking it back if it's not live yet. Hello, everybody. This is Maniac4Bricks, and I am here, as it says, the state of the channel is just basically trying to do a bit of an update, try to go over what's been going on and where I'm heading. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but not a lot of time to do so. As I mentioned in the description, I have to cut this short, unfortunately, because I have to run out and will be out for most of the day. So I will do a part 2 at a later time, and if I have any unanswered questions from you guys, just send them to me through various social media, be it the Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. I don't use Tumblr anymore. The page is still there, and I'd like to try to use it again, but I don't know. Don't bother with the Tumblr page. I'm just acknowledging, did you know he has a Tumblr page? Or at one time did. Was there anywhere else I have social media? Major? I don't think so. Mostly Twitter and Instagram. I check those the most often, and the Facebook page every now and then. So basically, let me just get a whole bunch of stuff out of the way of going to come up and what I'm trying to do about it. It is now July 11th, 2017. I know, I've missed by now 10 days and counting when I wanted to put up a video on July 1st for my channelversary, the 5-year channelversary. Hey, David Frost, how's it going? So the problem that I had was I was working on a video, but it's taking a long time to edit, and I would love to still put it up because it's a whole bunch of fun facts about Maniac4Bricks, things I've done during collecting, things that I may have not even shared on the channel before, even things about like the sig fig having some importance and history to it, the YouTube channel having a bit of history to it, and some fun things in there. Right now I'm just working on the visuals and a little bit of animation, which is like 2/3 of what's left of the video, but still making some good headway. So basically, it's July 11th. I will be going back to college roughly the first week of September. That's less than 2 months from now. So that doesn't give me a lot of free time left that on any given day I can just do anything around here with the YouTube channel, whatever. And what I want to do is get as much done as possible so that when I get back into school mode, you'll still see videos uploaded to YouTube, but I won't have to work on them constantly so that I can keep my studies focused. You know, so I will still have videos coming up in July and August. That is the plan. I'm just not entirely sure how often they're going to happen. I first tossed around the idea yesterday of having it Mondays and Thursdays, and I feel like that'll be a norm at some point, maybe when I get back in school mode. I don't know if it would be something I would do right now for August and July, because I feel like I could do a bunch of other things just to at least update, you know, things that haven't been, things that I've talked about a while ago but haven't really done yet and would be nice to show up here. And that's saying specifically a Maniac4Bricks. It's not even talking about the Brick Theorist, my other pet project, passion project, whatever you want to call it, channel. Hey, Adam Sprong is here too. Ligonians, I like that name. Back to Hogwarts October. Yeah, basically. So I'm going to kick out a whole bunch of stuff, at least in the background for now. Like, I've already had stuff, I can't even show it on frame, that I want to put up on videos, but that's just going to be, like, in the works. I'll have them scheduled, and they will be published. I don't know how often these videos will go up. I'm not worried about YouTube algorithms and all that crap. You know, about like, oh, you gotta have so many videos up, and, you know, some other people do different things. That's whatever they want to do. I'm just trying to find what works for me, but also works for my audience as far as frequency and the types of videos that will go up. As you guys know, for 5 years, I've been doing all kinds of LEGO videos. And there are many of them I would like to go back to, and some of them that I will, but I'm not entirely sure how many of them or how frequently. I'm even thinking that if I really wanted to get a whole bunch of LEGO, well, not even just LEGO videos, but just if I wanted to do a bunch of video segments, I feel like it might be better if I do it over a period of time. Like, let a series run until until I'm dry with ideas, and then let the next series pick up from there. So that way it keeps the content fresh, but still has enough longevity for a single thing. For example, I've talked about a while ago I wanted to do a Lego movie marathon, and I still want to do that. But I feel like if I do that on top of everything else I want to do with mocks, town updates, I have flashbacks coming back as a series, and a bunch of other things, it's not really going to be easy to get them all done and have them all publish, roughly at the same time. So it might be a better idea if I just do 1 or 2 series at a time, let them run until they're done, and then I can put the next series in there. Like, I'll have the videos done in advance, publish, automatically, and then they'll just go. So it's actually 12:20, and I think the live stream officially started at 12:14. So that means around 12:44 my time, I'm going to sign off of here. But I am interested in what you guys think and what you would like to see coming up on the channel. I've had a bunch of things that I've been trying to do, and as you guys know, I like to experiment with different videos or different formats of things. I do have plans for a consistent channel intro and outro. I also wanted to talk about Patreon, which I also opened up yesterday. Technically, a lot of those rewards, I've been in the works on it for about a week now, as far as the page goes and the rewards, and trying to shuffle around like what I can do for either of them. It's kind of poorly written, like a first draft. So I do want to change around what those perks are, or how certain things will be applied to, each reward tier. For example, I might do shout outs a little bit lower on the list, like maybe a $1 option or something around there, because doing it as it is probably too high for that kind of payoff. I feel like it would be okay. More city updates. I would love to do more city updates, and most of my town is almost ready to go. It's not ready, like I could film it right now, but if I just move a couple stuff, and I think I need to fill in a little bit more space, I could probably premiere the city at best Thursday. I don't know. I have to see. But I'm also into for certain live stream. I'm not sure. Yes, catchphrase. I don't really have catchphrases as far as I know. How I begin and end each of the videos, it's usually kind of a standard, but not really a catchphrase. It's just, things that you would hear from. It's not anything unique, is what I'm trying to say. Except maybe because the intro is like, "Hello, everybody. This is Maniac4Bricks." That's a little more unique. But I was actually thinking about an old phrase I used to use. I don't even know if I've used it on live streams or social media that much. About, I never knew this existed. I thought maybe that would be cool to bring back, because that was something I used to say as a kid, getting new Lego that I've never seen before, whether it's like at Christmas time, sometimes they'll put out the new sets, or now it's pretty much standard, they put out the new sets at Christmas. So sometimes I would get those and not even know about it. When I first got a Pick-a-Brick cup, I didn't even know you could get a Pick-a-Brick cup. It was a small one. It was cool. And I still have those pieces scattered in the cosmos. There have been a couple Lego products here and there I've gotten as gifts that, again, have the same reaction. So with flashbacks, I actually feel like this would be really cool to bring that back, because it's something that has been in Lego history, yeah, as a merchandise or whatever, or as a promotional product or whatever, but not many people have seen it before or in a while. I was actually thinking for flashbacks, the first 2 episodes might be, well, maybe not the first 2, but there may be some episodes redone from the old series. Flashbacks was a series I used to have about 2015, I believe, in which I would talk about different Lego relics, really oddities, merchandise, promotional products, some things that some people may not even get their hands on, or have rarely seen people get their hands on. And it would be cool to talk about them, talk about either my experience with them or the experience of the thing itself. Like, what is it from? What does it represent? What's it for? Things like that. I actually have one. It's practically becoming its own collection. And I'm really excited to get like the last piece or two for it. Not my physical Lego piece, but like object for it to really put it together. It's gonna be so good. And I actually am picking up on video quality. If you don't believe me, I actually have currently, I'm looking at my iPod where I edit a lot of my videos. I have three videos to edit, and I know that I've done at least one or two last night. Short ones last night, but still something. And kind of a few to break up from the norm. Like, I want to have some series, but I also want to have some one-offs, or maybe like shorter series. I already have an idea for a 3-part video, which I think will be a lot of fun when it comes out. I still have to work on part 2 and 3 as far as filming, but 3 in concept. But I love the idea for it. I can't give it away. Outro with that. Adam, really? No, thank you. I was actually thinking for the intro, ice cream has been a staple on my channel. Either like me in a video or me on a live stream having a bowl of ice cream. So I was actually thinking of incorporating that into the intro. That would be fun. I have a bunch of ideas for the intro, which is kind of a collage of things either that will be coming up or already happened. I'll figure that out. So at least you gave me the idea. No, I'm not going to Deb. No, I'm not going to Whip. And no, I don't own a fidget spinner. I'm not giving into the... I guess now it's the norm. Jeez. Alrighty then. Ops, forget the R in intro. Oh, okay. I liked how... Right.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Dave. You finally jumped on. All right. I thought the video was playing back in here. I'm just catching up with some of the comments right now.
Okay.
Manuel Miranda is here. Lego Minecraft guy is here. Adam said, I liked how you would do a room tour and you would say, excuse the mess. Do you want to clean up more of the mess before I get back to doing a room tour? Maybe I could do it more Brick Adjuster style, where it's like an update of a room every so often. As though us Lego builders don't have... Yeah, I guess it's... Everyone has some form of mess when it comes to Lego. But I do want to make it look a little bit cleaner, and I've actually gotten like another Sterilite container or two that I would love to fit in here. Fit more pieces or sort them better. So, I would also love to work on Game McDote. I know I've talked about that since like... It was serious for me to do. It's just the recording for it is a little difficult. I already have the ideas and scripted parts of it. Record video game footage that well. Even though I've had the Elgato for a while, I guess it's because of the computers I'm working with or something that it's not capturing it that well. So I don't know if I need something better or need more memory for my computer or something. But I would love to figure that out. Luke does stuff. Hey, how's it going? Well, Manuel, you know I have an Instagram. That's for that. So I'm gonna basically I have a plan, which is a brand new thing for Maniac4Bricks. I have a plan what to do in the next couple of months and how I'm going to, like, when I get back into school mode, there will just be automatic uploads of videos. I'll probably have my own spontaneous posts, Instagram or otherwise. Maybe videos, I'm not sure. And Patreon, I would like to adjust some of the perks in there. I actually threw up something last night on Twitter as a poll, and I think on the Facebook page. The perks that I may incorporate of either having people at some tier per month. This is a monthly kind of thing, and that's how it is for a lot of users who use Patreon and YouTube. But another idea that I had was maybe they could get Lego per month, whether it be like a small Lego set or even a polybag or something better, or a like bulk bag of assorted Lego, all clean and good condition, maybe like a pound or something like that per month. Just as another idea. But the Patreon rewards will change a little bit. At least, things like maybe the shout outs might be a lower tier. I do want to work on t-shirts, which I don't even know if that would be like a monthly thing, but maybe just do t-shirts in general. But I still need to figure out the designs for that to make them really good quality, and to see if there's any interest, if people would actually want that other than me, because making only one of a t-shirt is difficult, not just from my perspective, but even Clutch has talked to me about it, and it's like, you need to have a couple more people involved. Even the printing, I've talked to a couple of printing presses around me, and they've said the same thing. It's like, it's better to order in bulk. So
well, yeah,
I'm going to open the floor for the next 10 minutes to just hear what you guys think, what you want to see, what sounds exciting to you, anything. And I'll be happy to answer it. Hopefully, most of it, because there's a few things I kind of have to keep secret for now. It's killing me, it's a secret, but take it away.
well, yeah, my vote of I also want a Brick Theory hat and shirt.
Right, yeah. I'd still want to work on that. And I have a couple ideas for shirts. I don't know if you care for more than one, or if it's just like the one with the sig fig.
The one with the Brick Theory torso.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about working that one into a t-shirt. I made a sort of one for Brickfest Buffalo, but I think we could get better. I actually forgot to mention about Brick Theory when it comes to all the YouTube stuff. I still want to work on that, and some of the videos that I have in the process are about that. I actually didn't show them on there, but there are like 3 videos I have partially edited. Those I would like to make on a weekly. I'd like to publish on a weekly basis, but it takes a lot more editing, so I will have to prep a whole bunch in advance and then do the same thing as Maniac4Bricks, automatically upload them, regardless of whatever topics or SEO. Like I said, I don't care about that stuff. So, Brick Theory will be coming up. I just have to finish at least another video or 2, and I could probably work on the rest being like scheduled somehow.
How's the
Lego
Brick
Customs is what about a custom hat? That's a good idea. I actually think that I would say maybe either if I were to do a hat with a design on it, I could do like the 1x1 brick, which I have a lot with my sig fig. That's probably one of the best options, but also really doesn't say Maniac4Bricks on it. I don't know.
What about
or like you said about the Brick Theory hat?
Well, the Brick Theory you were talking about with Pumpkin Bricks.
Yeah, he's not on that project anymore. He just got disinterested, and it is pretty complicated, which means that it is a little bit slower for me to work on that, but I am still working on it. Like, there's still a whole bunch of material I have upstairs and ready for setting it up. It's just a matter of how to set it up for all the crossovers and references between LEGO themes.
So to be honest, I was talking to my parents to Las Vegas Brickfest Live and surprise you.
Right.
It's too big and I wouldn't have enough money to be able to make it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, if I wouldn't have really considered Brickfest Live in Las Vegas if not for Philly Brick Fest, because to do that on my own would be a lot for the, like, sure, I could have booked the tickets in advance, it might have been cheaper, but it still would have been a little bit more expenses than even some of the more, you know, local shows.
Get to meet up at some convention at some point.
Right. We'll figure it out at some point. I mean, I'm already a couple of years in, so of doing conventions, so I'm not stopping.
Yeah, I'm really excited to register my mocks and get the new bookshelf tomorrow that I'll be putting my Lego books onto.
Yeah, that should be fun. I actually might be getting another bookshelf too today. I'll still have to figure out where exactly it's going to go, but I have high hopes for it. Just the best today. Hey, how's it going? I mean to get onto that too. Just the best today. Thanks for reminding me just by your presence. I actually did want to do more collaborations with my channel and other people's channel, whether or not it's published on here or their channel. I'm okay with it. But I do want to get more into collaboration videos, even if it's just like not taking like half the video or so, like some form of cameo, you know. I'm open to the idea for it. I would love to do that for my channel as well. I've had a bunch of ideas on here that I could supplement. So Adam Sprong said, will Ninjago affect the brick theory a lot? It might, but not take it over completely. It's not the FNAF of game theory where it's like, yeah, so many videos. No, it's more like, if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. There was already a Ninjago theory. The crossover guide is going to have a bit of Ninjago influence, as well as dimensions, and a couple other major themes. I don't know if there are any other Ninjago theories down the pipeline. There may be one or two more, but the thing about Brick Theory is it's a collaboration channel on its own, or some call it a hub channel, where different users can put video content on there with my permission and things like that. So it's a lot of fun to get a whole bunch of different faces involved. It doesn't have to be one person doing a specific thing. So when I say I don't know, it's mostly because I don't know about the other ideas other people have, and they usually bring that to me like when the video is near done. And sometimes when it's like early on in the works, and it's like, hey, that sounds like a good idea, we could put that up or something like that. Personally, the only Ninjago thing I'm thinking of is the crossover guide, where it's not just Ninjago, it just has a lot of Ninjago influence thanks to the movie. The Ninjago movie and Ninjago will be grouped together, at least for the crossover guide, as the same thing. I know that they are basically different entities or universes or something, but for sake of simplicity, please, I need more simplicity for that. You have no idea how complicated it could get. I will put them in as the same thing. Luke Does Stuff says, what's the farthest south Brickfest you go to on the Eastern Coast? Well, I'm going to Brick Fair, Virginia in August. That's like 5th or 6th, I think. So I guess that'll be my furthest south, actually driving there and staying over. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping, I do want to have more mocks. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly they're going to work. I premiered it at Brickfest Buffalo, a Pac-Man mock. It actually was motorized. But it was really heavy, so the motors didn't always line up. So if I can rework that a bit, I could probably premiere it for that show, like complete. As the Ninjago movie goes right back to 1990s. I don't know. Hey, Artory World, how's it going? Pretty much just trying to figure out what we're gonna do going forward with Maniac4Bricks and a little bit of the Brick Theorists. And if you guys missed it before, I will have this live stream up for today, but I will remove it or unlist it at the end of the day. So you'll get some chance to go back and hear what I've thought about before if you want to. Again, if anything's unanswered, social media me. Go on. All right, I didn't cut you off, did I, Dave?
No.
Okay, then.
I don't remember what you said before, but are you still doing the brick theory lab mock?
Yeah, I still want to do that. It's just I have an idea to make it almost like a modular in terms of size, but it might be too big if I do it that way. I was actually thinking instead I would incorporate it into a library mock that I wanted to make, or not a library, but a museum, which may also have a library there too. So that would be the Brick Theory Lab would actually be more of like just one floor of it, and it would still be a big mock, but I would at least like work into it somehow. Like the idea for the mock is actually like four 32 by 32 base plates, so we're talking big, and it like it opens up like that, so you see everything on this side, everything on this side. It'll also have pieces in between that can be switched out for different exhibits. That's at least a plan.
Kind of like
it's a lot of work.
Buster Firehouse.
Yeah, pretty much. That's actually a good. I actually wasn't even inspired by that, but I like that thought of basing it on that. But yeah, basically the same idea.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. For those who are just joining, Builders Bricks included, hey, how's it going? I will be on for like the next 4 minutes. I do have to run out, and I will be doing maybe a part 2 if there's a lot of unanswered questions about what's going on with the channel and what I want to do next. Or you can just send me through social media any questions you have. But just want to let you know, we're closing out in the next 4 minutes because I have to run out today. Doing some Lego trades, doing some Lego builds, getting a bookshelf, a few other stuff. But the live stream itself will be up for until like, I'd say for like maybe the next 12 hours before I unlist it. So if you want to come back into the stream, like rewatch what you might have missed, get an idea of what's going on. Sorry, it's short notice.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem. How about some videos about trade to do? I've done that usually through Lego hauls. I just kind of group together purchases, things I get from lugs, trades. They all just go into Lego hauls. I actually did a video about that yesterday. But I guess I could make like a separate playlist if you want to just see trades with people. I could put something like that together, or like take clips from different videos and make a long video. It's just like, this is all trades or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing, especially for me for being so far behind, of taking the time on my channel to create playlists of the same exact type of videos.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen a few ways around it where you could automatically list videos by a title or something tagged in it. So it can make it easier, and I have done that once or twice before. So, but like I said, since Lego hauls have more than just purchases, it might be a little difficult to put it in for just trades or something like that. It's still possible, but might take some work. I mean, I already got a lot of playlists to go through as I did. I went through my favorites playlist, unlisted on the channel, and there's so many videos in there. I think I just liked them and added it as a favorite, but not really thought of a difference between the two when I was younger. Like a whole bunch of Just Too Good reviews in there, a few Brickstar videos, I think a few Brick Show, a couple of the miscellaneous ones. Some of them actually got deleted. So.
You see Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yes, I didn't put up a review for it yet, but I recorded it, and I really liked it. I actually didn't know Vulture before that, and I thought it was well portrayed by Michael Keaton. And it took me a little bit to get involved with his story, but once it clicked, I was like, this is actually a pretty good character. And you know, the newer version of Spider-Man is also pretty good.
I'd rather
fun
him
movie.
The second over the first Spider-Man.
Over Tobey Maguire, I'm sorry. I grew up with that one, and maybe it's because it's campy, but I love it. I should watch the older Spider-Man movies again. And in case you're wondering, I'm just gonna write down some of the ideas from the live chat.
You ever play the Lego Nexo Knights mobile game?
I've played it a few times, but haven't really gotten a lot of progress in it. Although it was fun scanning in some of the Nexo powers.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and it just keeps growing.
I looked on Bricklink and it's hard to find Clay's sword.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's only one overseas country that a seller in that country that has it. And like that's the only place selling it. So hopefully I'm able to find it somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if it's in any Lego sets other than the Toys R Us promotion. I feel like they would have put in another actual like Nexo Knights set.
Like I'm saying, the kids' foam playable sword, not the.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks cool too. I think I have a Ninjago sword around here somewhere. I was trying to think for a while, like, do I have any memes? Like, not ones that I've made, but like things that just keep popping up, like running jokes.
Or a GIF.
Or a GIF, yeah. I really can't think of any other than ice cream. But I feel like there's another one. I mean, I guess running joke of me not getting videos done on time or taking a long time to do them, but that's not as fun. Definitely.
Well, I am a little bit late myself on making videos.
Yeah.
Because I got the stuff to make. I just gotta take the time.
Right. Luke Does Stuff said, do you have any experience with the Lego Life app? I remember downloading it, but I haven't really used it. And I guess it's like a social media for Lego stuff, which honestly, I already do plenty of on other stuff like Twitter, here, Instagram, and Facebook. So I haven't really used it. It sounds interesting, though. And I keep finding papers here and there about it. Pufferfish, hey, how's it going? Basically, I mean, you can watch a live stream later if you get the chance, before the day is through. But basically, we're just talking about like what you guys like from the channel, what you want to see more of, how we're going to work that in for the next couple of months. I mean, I'm going to work on a lot of different videos before the summer is through, and then I'm going to automatically publish them. I will still have some during the summer. Just trying to figure out how exactly they're going to go out. Because right now the idea is to put up 2 videos a week. But I think for right now, I could do more videos. Just to like flush out a bunch. I meant to put up a video earlier that had like clips from Brickfest Buffalo, which I may or may not do. Basically just taking a look at different tables and what people had for displays, which there are a couple of vendors, so it's like, whatever. But there are still, like, I got a table around for, like, all the different mocks and things. So I don't know if that appeals to anyone to see that even a while later. We're talking at least 3 weeks later. Wow. I feel like it just happened. Anywho, I don't even know if that'll go up here. I actually did consider, you know, I have multiple accounts and multiple social media, but I was thinking Maniac4Bricks more might be a place for that kind of content, where it's just like a couple extra stuff that didn't quite make it for the channel, but it's like, it's there if you want to see it. Because I do want to make videos on here with more consistency. Yeah, Adam's right. He's grilling me that I didn't leave 4 minutes later. I'm giving you guys some leniency, but yeah, I really should be heading out. Because it's 12:51 on my watch, and that means I should have left 7 minutes ago. So, yep. My bad.
Don't go.
I know, I don't want to, but I don't know. Like I said, we can still talk over other social media, no problem. I'll still be available throughout the day, just not on a live stream. But what else was I gonna? Oh, people really liked the reviews in 60 Seconds series that I started in June, I believe. Oh, it might have been May. Wow, that was a while ago. Jeez. I'm way behind anyways. No, nothing new here. So people really liked that series and they wanted to see more of it. And I think that would be really cool to talk more about them. Even Pufferfish said do more older Lego set reviews, 2009. I would love to. I would love to, and I you guys know I have the material for it. I would like to do that series again. I don't know if I would do that right now, like regularly upload them, like 1 per day, like I did before. I think that was a good idea, because they really don't take too long to edit, and I have a lot of Lego sets I can dish out through reviews like that. I don't know if I would do that come September, but let's see. If I were to do that now, I'd get like 30, 40 sets taken care of. That's pretty good. I don't know if I would do other Lego products in between those, because some of those, like I said, I want to save for flashbacks. Other ones, I'm just not even sure if they would be worth it. Like, I'm looking at a whole bunch of Lego books, and I'm like, maybe I could save things like that, or other things like minifigs or whatever, maybe for like top 10s or something like that. Maybe we'll incorporate those. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I just haven't really been able to list them. I remember a while ago putting up a poll, and people most liked from the poll doing, what do you call it? If I did a video of my top 20 favorite Lego minifigures. A lot of them just like at the same rank as each other. It's a bummer, because it's like, how are you supposed to rank? I mean, for me, I like a whole bunch of different Lego minifigures, even if they look relatively plain. There might be some for nostalgia, might be some for simplicity, might be some for whatever, you know? And there are a whole bunch of newer minifigures that I like, not nostalgia tied in, because they look nice or have good pieces, or I recustomize them sometimes. I'd love to do things like that, but it's hard for me to find a proper ranking system. So I'm thinking instead of calling it top 20, it would just be 20 of my favorite Lego minifigures or 5 of my favorite Lego sets, you know, because then it doesn't have to have an order. Because that's where I feel like a lot of these can be judged different ways, and it wouldn't really matter to put one above the other. I will say there are some staples that over time I still have as a favorite for something, but I don't think that really makes it much higher in rank than something else, if that makes sense. Like, I can think of 3 Lego sets right off the top of my head that I would have said, like, years ago were my favorite Lego sets. But I know that since then, there have been Lego sets I like a little better than them. Some not as much, but still like them a lot. I don't know. But yeah, I'll write that down about doing older set reviews. That's actually how... it's funny how you say 2000s and 90s, because that's how I started my descriptions on YouTube, was anything from the 90s to the present or something like that. And now I've actually been able to expand it to like the 80s. I think the 50s is some of my earliest Lego sets. I might even get some in the 70s. But yeah, I would love to do older Lego stuff in general, but definitely Lego sets would be fun. The other idea I had was, instead of doing it as 30-second reviews, would be, or 60-second reviews or whatever. The other thought would be Roundabout Bricks. I used to have that as a series where no narration, there would just be music playing over it, but it would basically just show the set all the way around 360 degrees and show some of the play features, and also close-ups of the minifigures. I used to like that series, and even though I didn't have a lot made for it, I did make another channel just for that. I would love to bring that back in some way. Because I was either thinking like reviews or that, because they're basically doing the same thing about showing the set. One just has an opinion.
Roundabout.
All right, I'll write that one down. Because again, those are easy for me to make, and I can make a whole bunch of them to put up like on a daily basis. So,
inconvenience to the interrupting.
No, it's okay. You know that I could talk a mile a minute, and at some point, somebody's got to, say something else.
Next
Pufferfish says. Now, Pufferfish, that's what I was talking about with like top 10 Lego themes and sets, underrated themes, worst themes, or theme comparisons like Operators to Atlantis. That's a good idea. I would love to compare Lego sets and themes, even if they're not like, oh, here's 2 Star Wars sets that are both based on the A-Wing from 2 different years. Now, scratch that kind of idea. I like the theme comparison idea, like Operators to Atlantis. The problem that I have is I would need more material to do it in hand, you know? Like, I could look at images easily and throw them up on a video easily. But I feel like with just about anything Lego, if you have it in hand, you get a better experience with it. So Agents to Ultra Agents, that's a good idea. And then those 4 themes, I do have material for them. Operators, I was thinking the old one, not the 2007, but I know what you're thinking. Hero Factory and Bionicle might be a good idea, even though it is a big controversy for some. Yeah, even still, even though both themes are dead, people still debate about it. But that's a good idea. I like that. I'll write that one down then. Thank you very much again, everyone, for the ideas and input. I will. All right, it's 12:58. I'm gonna give this 2 more minutes. I will actually look at the clock. The clock on my computer is off by like 4 minutes. That's why I can't really tell. But on my watch, I'm giving it 2 more minutes. I am just gonna put it right here to just look at it. But I'm ready to hear. Operators, yes, Operators 2. Adventurers and Pharaoh's Quest. I like it. This is that would just be a great like mini series on its own because there's so much. There's a couple of good ideas out of it. If I had Primo, I would do Duplo and Primo. That would be fun. And not to get every set from every theme, but just to get a handful to get the idea of those sets. You know, something small, maybe something bigger, you know, and compare them. I like that idea. I actually did have an idea yesterday for top 10 favorite Lego bosses, or top 10 favorite bosses in Lego video games, or something like that. I already have one entry. I don't even know if it's 1 or 10. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. Video games itself would be fun to talk about. Just maybe I'll save it for Gaming Dote. Even if it's Lego video games.
So, I have a new concept for Brick Theory of Solomon Blaze.
Okay.
I don't know if we've already done it before.
I think we've talked about him before, and I've heard other people talk about him between Ultra Agents and Galaxy Squad. And don't worry, I am still thinking about that, especially with the crossover guide, because it's like, oh, you have this character that's in 2 different themes, so the themes must happen around the same time or something like that. Yeah. Well, I just haven't done anything with it yet, but I have it in mind. Galactus and Marvel superheroes. I still have to play much of a lot of the modern Lego video games. Marvel superheroes, Marvel Avengers, DC, Lego Batman 2. I'm like halfway through it at least. Lego Batman 3. I still have to play. Pirates of the Caribbean. I still have to play that.
Lego City.
Harry Potter 1 and 2. I don't even know if I have them. Maybe. I don't know. Lost track. Dimensions, I've played a whole bunch of, but it got burnt out, so I will still have to buy more of the packs and plenty more to unlock in them. But oh yeah, that's the game of all games.
Oh, Lego City.
Lego City Undercover, right? I have it. I just haven't played it, and not the newer one for the Switch and other systems. I have the Wii U version. I'm just writing down some of the ideas from the chat. Okay, it's 102. I am not a man of my word.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Adam already called me out on it, but he's not wrong. I haven't 100%ed any games since 2010. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I've 100%ed any Lego game. I've gotten 99% on the complete saga, I think. Or Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I don't remember which. But I do remember one of them getting, like, just barely completed it. Indiana Jones and Star Wars and complete saga. Yep, there we go. All right. I really got to close this because I'm just not sure. But I will be happy to answer any questions you guys have and social media. Like I said, this live stream will be up until about midnight EST, my time. So from here, that's like the next 11 hours now. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate your input. I've been writing down a whole bunch of ideas on here, and I'm actually looking forward to making some of those videos and even ones I've been planning. Like I said, I'll have a couple other things around here to change, like the Patreon. I will get back to work on Brick Theorists and a couple other things. I'd love to do the Beach Town. It should be just about ready to go. I just have a bunch of stuff to clear out of here and to throw 6 figs in there. because right now I have the sick fix in one bag. They haven't populated the town yet, so that'll be a lot of fun to go through. And the town itself will change over time. I'm just trying to fill as much space as possible with buildings, and I did have a couple of road things I was going to throw in there, but I don't even know what the parts are. So I'll figure that out. Shouldn't take too long. But again, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for all the support in and out of the past 5 years. It's been great doing YouTube stuff, and I've seen it get better. And I have a lot of ideas that I will now be able to organize and make more consistent, so you get to see some things even you guys suggested become actual videos. And again, more open to collabs, so if you want to do anything or live streams, just let me know. I'll be happy to be a part of them. So I will see you guys in the next video, and social media.
Will there be a part 2?
Right. I did say there was going to be a part 2. I will just have to work around scheduling that. I'm thinking at earliest it could be, it depends on how my schedule works out tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then Thursday. Again, roughly noon. Like noon here time. And it would still be on YouTube, not Instagram. I have been doing a lot of live streams on Instagram just because it's easier to set up, but I can still do it on YouTube. Yeah, Psycho4Bricks. Sorry, he just joined in as I was about to close things up. But thanks for coming on, Dave, and for your suggestions as well. I don't even know what's the best way for me to try to reach out to people to see as far as the hat and t-shirt thing, because like I said, it might be very difficult and very expensive to do only 1 or 2 of those, If I can get more of a bulk order, or at least know if there's interest for bulk order, this would be something I can get done soon.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, so I will talk to you guys later. And Dave, I can talk to you outside of this stream too.
Right.